In order to provide the most accurate calibration for the qSCALE I2 TH RCI system, complete the RCL adjustment process. Navigate to the operating mode confirmation screen either by pressing the operating mode selection function key from the main working screen or by pressing the home key from any other screen. Then press Setup, Machine Calibration, and RCL Adjustment. If the displayed operating mode is not correct, press the home key to leave this screen and select the correct operating mode before proceeding. Each unique attachment has its own operating mode, and each operating mode requires its own RCL adjustments. Press the Set key to begin the RCL adjustments for the displayed operating mode. Our next step is to populate the RCL adjustment grid with 2 adjustments at each grid location. One adjustment will require an empty load with no extra weight on the fork or hook. The other adjustment will require a load with a known weight. The green boxes represent empty load RCL adjustments. The orange boxes represent weighted load RCL adjustments. You can complete the empty load or weighted load adjustments in any order. In our example, we will complete the empty load adjustments first. Select 0 set for the empty load adjustments. The icon will darken to show that it's selected. The cursor indicates your current boom length and angle with respect to their positions on the grid. If you boom up or down or telly in or out, the cursor will move around the grid to match your current angle or length values. Your current values are also displayed at the top of the grid. The icon next to the angle or length value indicates the nearest adjustment point. A red up or down arrow next to its value indicates that the length value would have to increase or decrease to reach the next adjustment point. A green dot indicates that the length or angle value is already at an adjustment point. When both the length and angle values are at an adjustment point shown on the grid, the box around the adjustment point will turn white to indicate that you may complete an adjustment at this location. While in position, after the machine is stabilized, press the Set key. Press Set again to confirm the weight. The current position will be shaded green to indicate that it has been completed. While completing the empty load adjustments, the corrected value should be 0 after the adjustment has been completed. Confirm that the corrected value has changed and that it matches the entered weight. Then move to the next uncompleted grid location. Boom up to the next position and repeat these steps, adjusting your angle and length between each adjustment until you complete every empty load position in the chart. At this point, only half of the grid will be filled in, since we have not yet completed weighted load adjustments. The weighted load adjustments will require access to 3 known loads that will need to be held in the same positions as the unloaded adjustments along the grid. The first load needs to be within 70% of the machine's maximum capacity when fully retracted without exceeding it, which is usually the highest load available on your load chart. The second load needs to be near the middle of the machine's maximum capacity. The third load needs to be near maximum capacity of the machine when fully extended, which is usually the lowest load available on your load chart. It is the operator's responsibility to ensure that they do not overload the machine by attempting to use an incorrect weight. Pick the first load and press the Max Set key for the weighted load adjustments. The icon will darken to show that it's selected. Enter the total weight of the load on the fork, including the pallet. When completing the weighted load adjustments, the same weight should be used for all adjustments at a given length. Move the boom length and angle until the white cursor is at an uncompleted point on the grid. While in position, after the machine is stabilized, press the Set key. After setting an RCL adjustment point, confirm that the corrected value has changed and matches the entered weight. If so, move to the next uncompleted grid location and complete another adjustment. If not, repeat the adjustment in this location. Boom up to the next position and repeat these steps, adjusting your angle or length between each adjustment until you complete every possible weighted load position in the chart. Every time you change length columns, reevaluate the weight you are using and compare it to the maximum allowable load at this position, according to your load chart. A lighter weight will be necessary at longer lengths. After changing the weights, press the max set key again and enter the weight of the second load. After completing the adjustments for the second load, repeat these steps again for the third load. Not every position on the grid needs to be completed if it is outside the load chart or safe working range. If the angle is too low or too high for the machine to safely reach with the load, do not attempt to complete that grid point. After all possible grid points have been adjusted, press the Save key to confirm all adjustments. If there is another attachment that needs to be adjusted, such as a searcher hook or longer forks, change to that operating mode and repeat the empty load and weighted load adjustments for every additional attachment.